Yo, what is going on? How y'all doing today? I just wanted to come and help you guys use Blofin, right? I'm not sure if y'all are familiar, but we've been removed in the United States anyway. We have been removed from so many exchanges. And right now, Blofin is one that is actually allows US citizens. Now they do have a warning when we first start signing up that says that US citizens are allowed. So just be careful. It might not last for long, but as of right now, it's a temporary solution to us not being able to trade on Binance, KuCoin, or MakeC anymore. Now, I'm also going to share with you guys a couple of other exchanges, but those will be in the videos after this one. In this video, we're going to talk about using Blofin, right? So we're going to start off with loading Blofin, and we're going to go into how to trade it on futures. So to load Blofin, let's go to deposit. Now I'm about to purchase some USDC from the crypto.com account. So I need to find the address for USDC so that I can deposit it here. Now, because I'm using crypto.com, I can actually choose which network I want to use. So it makes sense for me to want to use the cheapest one. On crypto.com, with these options, one of the cheapest ones to use will be Base or Avalanche, right? In this scenario, I'm going to select Base. I want to copy this address. And now I have what I need so that I can go and get the money and receive it from crypto.com. Come with me to crypto.com real quick. Let's go and buy some USDC. Now, if you have a crypto.com account, which is what I prefer over like a Coinbase or a Cash App, because it gives you more options and it's cheaper than Coinbase. I actually have direct deposit. I received a payment, and that's why you see this fiat money right there. Fiat money that was from my direct deposit. I'm gonna use that to buy $100 worth of USDC today. Okay, so let's go to accounts, crypto wallet. I need to find USDC, or I can search it right here. And first, I want to buy the coin. Then I'm gonna transfer it. But we need to buy it. I don't have any. So to buy it, I already have some fiat in my wallet. You could use a debit card, credit card, or bank account. Add a payment if you like to purchase your crypto through crypto.com. But like I said, I already have money here. So let me click on that. We're just gonna do $100 for this example. Buy $100 worth of USDC and confirm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Great price updated. Hold on. Now the price gonna update on the dollar. All right, so there we go. We got our money purchased, and now we want to go ahead and actually send this money into Blofin, right? So I have $100 worth of USDC. I'm gonna transfer. I'll withdraw. I'm gonna use an external wallet to transfer to, and I actually already have the wallet address saved. So I'm gonna, that's 648. We like to always verify. The first four is OX3F. The last four is 64E8. The first four is O3F. The last four is 64E8. So we go have it going to the right place. We verified. Let's withdraw, confirm the amount, approve, and we are good to go. So it'll be a couple of minutes before the money makes it to Blofin. In the meantime, in between time, let me take you on over here to see how to utilize this site. So when the money first hits your account, if you click on your wallets down here, you're going to see that there's a difference between accounts. You have funding, futures, spot, and even copy trading and earn, right? These are all separate accounts on Blofin. So you can load them as you see fit. If you know you want to trade a spot trade, if you want to swap USDC into USDT, we'll be using spot trade. When you want to trade with leverage, you'll be using futures. When you want to deposit or withdraw, you'll be using your funding account. If you want to trade to allow people to copy you, or you want to trade and copy others, you had to load your copy trading account. And if you want to stake currency and earn from staking, you can use the earn account, right? So in this example, let's go ahead and say that we received our money. We haven't yet. It might take another 3 minutes, but it will show up here in our funding account. So we'll click on funding. We'll click on transfer, and I would transfer that money into my futures account, right? Let's hit the max. Boom. Now, this is for those y'all that's following my alerts, that's trading with me. You can trade either spot or futures. That's with leverage, right? So we're going to be talking about trading with futures, using 5 to 20x leverage. I hope y'all don't use too much. It can blow your account fast, especially in this volatile market that we're dealing with this week. All right. So now after we transferred our money, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you have home, markets, futures, spot, and wallet. I'm selecting futures. Now, this is going to bring you to this area where we actually start the trades at. And I'm going to describe to you what all the tabs mean, right? So let's start at the very top. You can select which currency you want to choose, right? I got my favorites listed up here, but they have plenty to choose from. So you select your currency from the top. Why I keep doing that? Close. That's where you see the Solana perp. You can click that arrow and you can select whichever pair or currency you would like to trade. Under that, you see there's an option between isolated. And if you click on the drawdown, you can choose between cross or isolated. The difference in these two things is the impact it will have on your account. Let's say, for example, I have $200 in my account. I put $100 on Bitcoin. I put another $100 on Ethereum. If Bitcoin is going down, but Ethereum is going up, if I'm using cross, my Ethereum gains is going to help out with my Bitcoin losses. It's going to average the entire account and put both those trades together. If I use isolated, they stay the same. The Bitcoin losses is just going to affect Bitcoin. If I get liquidated, it will only liquidate the Bitcoin trade, right? And the cross, if I get liquidated, it will liquidate the entire account, multiple trades, whatever I have. If Bitcoin dropped hard enough, and even though my ETH is bullish, I could get liquidated, right? So I prefer using isolated. That's me. But you can choose whichever one of those work best for you. And they even have a description right here if you want to read along. After that, you have the leverage. You see, I'm using 20x currently. Now, with the way that this market is moving, 20x is actually a little advanced, right? Even 20x is moving kind of fast. So if you're somebody that see yourself taking a couple of losses, or you're brand new to this game, a safe amount of leverage to come in practicing with is just 5x. You're not going to see big gains, but you're not going to see big losses either. And the point of this game is making sure that you reserve. So don't over leverage and don't over trade. And we're going to have us a good time, right? All right. So after dealing with that, we have market. You might be questioning, what's the difference between market, limit, advanced limit, and trigger? This is the way that you take your trade. When market is one of my favorites, we'll start with that one. When you use market, it's going to do a market execution at the current price. You see, we're currently priced at $111, and the change is moving around kind of crazy, right? But it's going to give you that price if you was to hit this button. Probably a little less. Market usually kind of charge you a little bit more, but this is the price you'll be trading with. Now, what if I wanted to buy Solana, but the market looks bearish enough that I could probably see it come down to 110, right? I don't want to buy it right here at 112. I think it might give us, we're in a downtrend right now. I think it might pull back and I can possibly get in at 108. And I think it might be bullish from 108. That's a support level. Let me zoom out. That'll probably be a support level. Maybe we'll look better. So if I want to do that, I would want to use a limit. We would swap market and a limit. And now I can type in the price that I want to enter the market at. 108. The amount of sold, 1. Right? I want to buy long, 1 sold when the price hits 108. If I push this button, well, I don't have enough money to actually push it, but if I was to push this button now, it wouldn't take the trade at this moment. It'll put the trade in queue, meaning the trade is invalid unless price goes down to 108. If price never drops down to 108, I never get in the trade, right? So that's one way of using the limit. Now we have advanced limit. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't used this before. I'm familiar with limits and markets. I'm not familiar with advanced limit and trigger. So I would actually have to look those up myself. Looking at trigger, that's kind of like the stop loss, where you could trigger what price you want it set at, and then you could choose which price you want it to buy at, right? Like I can have it trigger 110, so it could know to put money involved. But I can have it actually wait to buy at 109, if that makes sense. right? So you can use a trigger limit as well if that's what you choose. But my suggestion is sticking with either a market or a limit order. I mostly prefer market myself. All right, let's see if our money has arrived. It's still not here yet. And that's okay. Crypto.com takes a while at times. So let's see, what all did we cover? All right, so we know the coin that we're choosing. We know the difference between isolated and cross. We know how to choose our leverage now. We know how to choose a market or a limit order. We know to slide this amount over for the amount of money that we want to use. You know what? There we go. That's something that we can cover. When we slide this over, I have some people that at times they just say, you know what, I want to just type in the amount and then the number don't come out right. Or they say I want to sell $100. That's what they think that they're typing in when they put this in. But that's 100 and sold. If you look down a little bit where it says cost, it actually says 552, right? So a lot of people over leverage on accident because they're trying to type a number in. What I would prefer you do is to use a slider. Now, if you use a slider and look at where it says cost, it'll show you how much money you're using, right? $55 right there. I'm using $11 right there when I use 100% of my account. So I suggest using the slider and paying attention to how much money is being invested in the trade. After you do that, we also have to buy or sell. And I believe that's pretty much self-explanatory. You get to choose if you think the market is going up or going down. Yes, that's right. We can make money even in a bearish market. We just got to predict it. Under that, you will see positions. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a real quick position for you guys, even though I kind of think it might lose, but it's just for, there ain't no money in here anyway. It's for educational purposes. So right now, with Solana being as overly bearish as it is, I know I'm crazy. No, I'm gonna sell it. Just trade what you see, right? We're in a downtrend. Let's go ahead and sell $5. It's 50%. So $5 worth of Solana. We come here, we get the confirmation. And as you can see, your trade is now down here. And we are in profit. Now, what you can do once you're in your trade, you can even set a stop loss. Let's say that I don't want to lose 10% or 20%, right? I can use a stop loss and I can trigger it right now. I can either use price or I can even use P&L percentage. I'm gonna use that one. I don't want to lose 20% on this trade. So that's my take profit. I'm sorry. I'm cool with gaining about 20% on this trade, right? Let's put 20% right here, take profit. I like to do 21 because they're gonna charge us 1%. So 21% at take profit. My stop loss, I only want to risk 10%. And that's pretty much how my trades go, guys. Stop loss should be higher. It is, ain't it? I don't know what price is. All right, cool. Oh, I'm already getting stumped out. That market got some volume real quick and it popped up. And that's what happened. That's why we want to set that stop loss when we take the trade, y'all. But look, I did this with a small amount. I'm not sweating no bullets over this. But y'all see how fast that 20x moves, right? We just looked away for a second. I'm already down 60%. This is why my suggestion is in a volatile market like this, you might just want to use 5x leverage. I would be in this trade. Look, I'm about to get liquidated. So here's an education. This is liquidated in less than a minute. I picked a bad position. I use high leverage. And boom, the trade is gone. Nice learning experience right there. I'm glad I only used the $5, right? But that's how that works. So y'all got to even learn that without having to experience it yourself on your first liquidation. And notice the market didn't go all the way to 100% to liquidate. It was around 80, 85-ish. That's when you get liquidated and you will lose everything in that position, right? Now, if I've been using cross, I would have lost everything that I was trading. But because I use it isolated, I only lost what I invested. The $5 that I put into the market is now gone. Right? So, hey, pretty cool trick, little experiment. What else did we talked about scrolling over? I wanted to show you about positions, even though my position got taken out pretty fast. You know what? So let's be smart this time. Let's change our leverage low enough that we can actually hold on to a trade. And let's try again. Are we bullish? It don't really matter. I'm gonna go bullish this time. See how, I don't have enough. So we gotta change that. This is pretty cool to realize too. We don't have enough to buy Solana. That doesn't mean I don't have enough to trade. If my phone stop doing that. I can show you guys. I can choose a cheaper asset like Arbitrum, Link, anything really that's cheaper than Solana. I think I'm gonna go with AVAX. I like AVAX and how it's been moving. So AVAX is cheap enough that I could put a trade in on this. Solana was more expensive. I can't afford it with $6. But with Avalanche, using my $6 in five, oh, that's 20x. That's why I can afford it. The lower leverage is limiting my abilities of what I could trade. But let's see if I can do this with 5x. There we go. All right, so you see I can set my trade right now. I can buy it at 5x, and we are live. Now down here where we have our positions, we was going into setting your TP and your stop loss. If you look down to the bottom left, that's where we would select it so we can choose our take profit and our stop loss. This time, let's hurry up and move, right? So if I take profit, it's going to be 10%, and my stop loss is going to be 5. All right. So there we go. This thing go up 10%. It's gonna close for me. I'll win my trade. If I don't want it to close, I could have left the stop loss not there and I'll close it myself. Right. But we are going up, we are looking bullish. So now let's say that we have in the bottom right corner. If I made the type of profits I want to see, I can even use this trailing stop loss. And I can trail the stop loss uh, by using percentage or constant. Same way we do with our take profits and stop losses over there. You can add it here. What I would want to do, me, the way that I like to do, the amount that I want to close out, when I'm going to close out the entire position. If with this trailing stop loss, I can do partial trailing stop losses if I want to. But in this scenario, I want to close out my entire position. It's about to close though. The market is moving pretty strong right now. So when we come over here to trail the stop loss, where it go? Oh, this is TPSL. How did I get to TPSL? All right, so anyway, we're gonna do 100% of it. The variance. That means how much of a pullback. Like if it's at where is that now? It's at 10%. If it pulls back by 5%, I want it to take me out. Even if I'm only in profit by 6%, if it pulls back 5%, I want it to take me out. I'm only gonna gain 1%, but I'm still good. So I'm gonna use a 5% variant, right? I'm 100%, and it's gonna be active in USD. Confirm. All right. So now we have a trailing stop loss as well. Man, I thought we had it already. Yeah, we have a trailing stop loss. So at the we already closed out. That was a successful trade, guys. It did move up into take profit. I should have stretched it a little bit longer. But with a trailing stop loss, if the market would have pulled back, it would have still closed me in profit. So when I have enough profits, I don't always set a take profit, but I use my trailing stop loss once I'm above, 40 or 50%, right? If I'm like at 45%, I can set a trailing stop loss or say I put a 5% variance on it. I know at the bottom least, I'm going to leave with 40% of these gains. But if the market continues to go in my direction with no pullback, I can earn even more money. It's going to trail before it takes me out to trade, right? So instead of just accepting 40, I could possibly make 50, 70, 80 if the market is moving up strong enough. All right, so let's go back. My final thing is to check on the money. See if we finally have it here, and it's still not here, y'all. Crypto.com is really slow. Luckily, I had a couple of dollars to kind of show y'all everything that we were working with. Last thing I'm gonna show you is if after you close a trade, if you want to go back and check your order, you see we will click over there, that little circle to the right, click on that, and it's gonna bring up all your orders. Whenever I share a screenshot of my gains, I don't do it before I close the trade because it's distracting me. I don't want to try to, post on Facebook and I need to hurry up and close. So I close first. I come to order history, and that right next to field, you see that box with the arrow. If you click on that, it'll show you what you made. So yeah, we made 10% on that trade that we took on this live. We lost 100% earlier, but we just made 10%, right? That's cool. So anyway, that's just about everything that we have on Blofin. I wish I could have showed you with the loaded account, but stay tuned. I am going to load a couple of different accounts and share with you how to trade on multiple platforms. This is Blofin. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. The next one I'm going to do, we'll go over using Jupiter, and then we're even going to go over using Intent These are both decentralized exchanges. In case you don't want to use centralized, or in case afraid we're going to get kicked off, we can go to a centralized exchange and utilize that. So Until the next time, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I do not know how to stop my share. Oh, hold on, there we go. All right, so yeah, I appreciate y'all being here. Peace, love, and abundance. I will catch you all.